Sekou Smith from NBA.com here on the floor at Quicken Loans Arena after Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Cleveland Cavaliers pull off another win. Whitaker from the All Ball blog, John Schuhmann from NBA.com as well. Another crazy game. I don't even know where you begin with this series. LeBron James, of course, fabulous, with the win. Came out with energy and effort early, but Matthew Dellavedova as well. Lang, I mean, what's next for Dellavedova? I mean, Hollywood?
No, I think tomorrow at 2 they're going to unveil the statue between Quicken and – I mean, that guy – I don't know if Australians can run for office in the United States. It worked for Schwarzenegger in California. Dellavedova's going to be governor of Ohio by the end of the week if he keeps this up. I mean, he scores, but he's not a scorer primarily. Like, he finished with 20 tonight.
Right.
Hit a couple of buckets, some crazy shots, but he just – plays hard. He plays hard. He's not the best defender. He's not the best at anything, but he just tries at least, and that goes a long way. I mean, you see a lot of the times the Warriors throw a shot up, nobody's in the paint. There's no effort really on their part, and the Cavs are at least trying hard and literally leaving it all on the floor.
No question. Dellavedova was fantastic. LeBron James, of course, fantastic. The Warriors didn't really dig in until late. Steph Curry didn't dig in until late, John. Did they find something that they can kind of hang their hats on for Game 4 with that finish?
I think so. I think the story for this series so far for me is on the Warriors' end of the floor, where the Cavs defense. I mean, we've been questioning this defense all season long, and they have stepped up at the right time. They've shut the Warriors down. Finally, in the fourth quarter, the Warriors got going. They had 37 points at halftime. They had 36 in the fourth. And I liked what the look they gave with David Lee as that sort of Boris Diaw-esque playmaker out of the pick and roll against an aggressive pick and roll defense where he can get the ball, and now they have a 4-on-3 situation. They may have to make an adjustment, though. Haralabob Vulgaris brought it up on Twitter. It's a great point. Put Klay Thompson in that weak side corner. So when the Cavs are playing aggressively, David Lee gets that pass. He's passing the ball to Klay Thompson in that corner instead of Andre Iguodala or Draymond Green or Harrison Barnes. Because I think if you're playing that way and you have a playmaker out of there, those weak side shots are going to be what determines this series, and I think they can make an adjustment there.
I mean, I
have a question for you. What did you think from what you saw from Steph Curry tonight? The MVP, and for 3 quarters he was kind of like in a daze, right? Yeah,
I mean, it was an invasion of the body snatchers for the first 3 quarters, but when he poured it on late,
yeah.
I mean, he almost came back and turned this into another overtime game in this series, potentially. I've been worried, though, and I've been telling both you guys this for a long time, that when you get to this stage, you can't afford to let possessions, quarters, games, or anything get by. Cleveland's got a 2-1 lead. I mean, and you know LeBron smells it. You know the city smells it. The rest of his teammates understand it. I mean, can the Warriors – I mean, it's a long series, but can the Warriors get back?
Part of what's made the Warriors so good all season and fun is that they play with such like a casual air sometimes,
dangerous.
and the ball's flying around. We saw Curry try the behind-the-back pass.
Right, it's dangerous, yeah.
I don't know. Like they have to find that fine line between too much of that, and they still need some of that to be this Warriors team, I think.
John, when you look at David Lee specifically, and we've seen it before where one guy – changes the entire complexion of a series. He's the highest paid player on that Warriors team. I mean, is he going to earn his keep the rest of this series?
I think you got to keep going back to him. It's a question of can he sustain, or can he not hurt you too much on the defensive end. He actually took LeBron, guarded LeBron one-on-one on a switch in the fourth quarter tonight and held his own, forced LeBron into a tough contested runner. So I think that's the end of the floor. That's going to determine how much you can put David Lee on the floor offensively.
We're going to find out just how much energy LeBron James has left in that body of his. Game 4 should be outstanding like the other 3 have been so far. Sekou Smith from NBA.com, Whitaker from the All Ball blog on NBA.com, and our numbers man John Schuhmann here at Quicken Loans Arena after Game 3 of the Finals.